What
Amen.
I
Amen.
would like to know, what do we give? Because people think, okay, we got out of it, we came onto a path, and there's no more obstacles, and there's like even consciousness, like you need to feed it. You need to feed the spirituality, you need to feed life, you need to feed because tests will constantly be coming. It's a matter of what keeps you strong. So first of all, to go back, what was that wake up call? That's interesting to hear and curious about that.
Yeah, so the big moment was at 22, 23. I had by the way, I experienced a lot of life very quickly. You know, my late teenage years, early 20s, graduated from university early, got in the sales game. You know, money was a big part of my story for a long time. I always like to say it was my first drug of choice. And then, you know, it was the power and prestige, and then it was drinks and drugs, you know, never hard drugs, right? But the reality is this: none of that stuff ever worked. It was never going to work. And I like to see. I always say Hashem is the greatest comedian there ever was, is, and will be, and He will in fact give you some of the things that you're seeking out just to show you it's not going to work. You know, so for me, what happened was I was dating, this girl at the time. We were 5 years into a relationship. It was hot and cold, on and off, toxic galore. And one day she leaves, and this was devastating for me because at that point in my life, I never hated God.